Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another rainy day here on the Netrock server. It's always raining here. I don't quite know what we've done to deserve this, but it is raining nonetheless. What are we up to today? Well, there's a few things that we need to get up to today, but unfortunately my list is on another sheet of paper, which I now need to spend some time gathering together. However, I can show you over here, I have finally named the parrots. I worked out how to do it. You can only name them whilst they are not sitting down. You can only name them while they are flying. So we've got Jerry here, and we've got Morgan. Of course, named after two different types of rums. Rums are drunk by pirates, and pirates wear parrots. Simple as that. So, the first thing on my to-do list is to do a little bit more work on the wall surrounding our base. So far it's not had much progress on it, so I'm thinking we need to build all of the logs up to the correct height, and I think I may also look at getting the flooring in place as well, because I don't know if you remember way back when we started building this, I said it might be quite nice to be able to walk across the top of it, and I think we may as well get some of that in place as well. What was that noise? I definitely heard a noise there. Let's get out of cinematic mode for one moment. How do I do that? Was it a thunderbolt? It sounded like something exploded. It was either that or I imagined a noise. Oh well, never mind. Never mind, I guess. Yes, let's cut to a hopefully much less rainy time lapse of me constructing the wall. Halfway done, and so far very happy with how it's turning out. The wall just looks and feels a lot more solid now that we've got a floor on top of it, and yeah, I'm really liking it so far. This is really difficult to control. Anyway, on to the next item of business. Between episodes I also built a brand new building here in the base, and it is quite possibly one of my favourite buildings, mostly because of its interior, which we'll move on to in a minute. I take a step back from this and I think maybe the spruce wood was not quite right. Like we've got these bits of spruce detailing and stuff like that. I'm not entirely sure that that does the building any justice. However, I am very, very happy with it. It's kind of, I feel like this is kind of the next step onwards from these buildings here. These were quite out of my comfort zone, building these. This one definitely was. I'll try and get like a little camera count flyby so you can see this from more angles. But we've got a little garden out the back here and a balcony and stuff. Let's go and check out the interior and have a little poke around. Little bamboo growing there. Look at this interior. Oh, yeah, the vines do that. Maybe I need to... The vines were initially a good idea, but apparently there's no way to stop them from growing horizontally. Or at least not an easy way to stop them growing horizontally. So, yeah, this is the inside of the house, and I really like this. If I do say so myself. Got some carpets, some indoor trees, it's all well lit, it's mob proof, some storage, a little kind of living area right here. I like outside being inside. I like bringing the flowers and the plants in. Got some bookshelves. Under here is the bedroom. How adorable is this? That painting I think is my favourite 2x1 painting, and also it just kind of fits the colour as well. It kind of pops off against the magenta beds. Some bookcases, an empty bookshelf right there, another little upstairs mezzanine which then leads out to our balcony just here. I really, really like this house. Nice detailed roof as well. Really, really, really happy. And this, like I say, is well out of my comfort zone for building also. I might just grab a little screenshot in here. Pa-pow! Yeah, this kind of building is really out of my comfort zone, but it looks so much better in comparison to the little jungle huts that I think this will be kind of what we move on to. Maybe trying to build a little bit more in this style. We have also got Groundskeeper Fleshy right here. He had the misfortune of spawning in this space, so I gave him a hat to protect him from the sun and a hoe so he can tend to the garden. Though he doesn't appear to be doing a really good job. Be better. No. Don't be sorry. Just be better. So between episodes I also had to go and grab a load of sand, and whilst I was out there I came across 2 wolves that were roaming around in the wild. I brought them home with me, and they have since had 2 beautiful puppies that have grown up into great big strapping wolves of their own. And they haven't spotted the cat out in the background there. That's probably for the best. I don't want them running off. They're just laying eggs for me, like the good chicks that they are. And I actually had to do a little bit of repair work on this because the larva was killing the chickens too quickly. As you can see, we only got 12 roast chickens, and that was after pretty much 12 harvests, which isn't really what I want. What I want is plenty of chicken all the time, but there wasn't really a way to do that with the larva. So what I've done instead is hooked it up to a crusher system instead. This will push a block out from the back that will suffocate them. They drop a lot more chicken and their feathers, and then we can build a kind of furnace array or something like that that will then auto cook the chicken another time. And I do still need to get a case on this. Let's just test this out. I'll show you. Wonderful. Occasionally a chicken or 2 escapes out of the back, like this fella right here. There isn't really much I can do about that. I've kind of covered up all of the spots that they can leak out of, so sometimes we're just going to have to take the loss. But it's exactly the same principle as what it was for the lava. The redstone goes into here, which triggers a 1-tick pulse. We have the repeater takes the power out and powers this red piston, which pushes the block into the chickens. And oh no, wait, yeah, because it's a 1-tick pulse, sorry. So actually this piston pushes the block out and leaves it there, suffocating the chickens. And then this line right here, after a delay, pushes the piston back out and retracts the block, stopping them from suffocating. And we've also got the mechanism on top that hasn't changed. I'm getting hungry. Let's eat some raw chicken. Very ill-advised. I think that chicken farm is, without a doubt, probably the cruelest machine I have ever built. Anyway, we are here at this is not the slime farm, this is the storage room. I went to say the wrong thing. Here we are at the storage room, and we've been living out of here for quite some time, but we have kind of outgrown its usefulness. Pretty much everything in this building is now full up. Obviously, as you can tell, if you just look at all these chests here, these are all full of stone, and that's not really good enough. I want to get rid of all of these chests that are just floating around on top of the surface. So I've been working on a brand new mass storage room, which is over here by the chicken farm. If we just head right down here, then you will see I've been hollowing out plenty of space. If you've been a long-time follower of my videos and of the channel here, you'll know that on Netrock I have a passion for building big, fancy-looking storage rooms, such as the Series 2 Jungle Base. That was nice and impressive. We also had quite a few variations as well from other seasons. If I can, I'll try and paste a couple of those video clips in so you can relive the old times. But yes, as you can see from pottering around here, not only is it very unsafe, but true to form, we are going for a nice big open space to fill out with chests and all that sort of thing. I haven't really got a layout for chests just yet, but that will all come in time. What I want is just a big open room initially. Oh, go away. A big open room initially that we can then begin to fill up with all of the chests and stuff. I know that in these areas right here, we're definitely going to have some chests. Up on the top, I'm not too sure. Maybe some kind of storage or some farms or something like that. But the objective for this room is basically to get it to a point where all we have is up at the top here where we come in. We just have a chest or a hopper or something like that we can throw everything into, and then it automatically gets distributed around the entire room, and we haven't got to worry about a thing. I haven't even looked into implementing that yet. I want to get the actual room figured out and a bit more of the storage in place before we even think about that. Oh, it also doubles as a slime farm, by the way. So something else I'd like to point out as well is that whilst I was mining out my storage room, I broke my pickaxe. I wasn't paying attention to how much durability it had, and I just mined right through it like a loser. Which is unfortunate, but not much can be done about it. So, the villager breeder here. Well, we've got plenty of villagers. There's plenty down there. And this feels rather in the way now. It's stopping me from building part of the wall over there. And it's just kind of taking up space here in the world now that I kind of want to begin to fill up with buildings that actually make this place more functional and more livable in. So I'm actually going to tear out the villager breeder. We're going to keep Adam and Steve and the nitwit right here. Did we give a name to the nitwit? I feel like we did. Unacceptable Joe, of course. How could I forget? Yeah, so we're gonna keep everyone, but we'll keep our 3 breeders separate, and then we'll keep these guys hidden away as well. So I will still need to leave a little bit of a remnant here, but I think that... Is that scaffolding right next to the farm? No. Oh, thank goodness for that. I was going to say, otherwise I've just left this place open to attack. So yeah, we're going to take this out now and hopefully put some nice buildings in its place. We interrupt this video to bring you a special announcement. We are here at an ocean monument because the other night, myself and a couple of the Netrockers went live on Twitch to begin work on a Guardian farm. You can view a little highlight of that stream right now. That's okay. Oh! Oh dear.
That's the first time I've ever gotten out of a boat. and I actually landed on solid land.
That was an extra bit of sponge that you didn't need, but do you guys want to come and pity Morgan? If you haven't done so already.
Why are we pitying Morgan?
Just before I offer him a way out of the hole he's dug for himself.
Hold on a minute, let me what's going on.
It's on my boat.
I haven't got anything else I can throw. I've got some fish that I can throw to you as well, so you don't die.
Oh, is this 127 hours Minecraft edition? Whoa.
This looks like really difficult.
Oh, he's on. Don't you think about it.
I can make some ladders. I had like 3 buckets before. For some reason I didn't bring any with me.
It's okay. It's okay. There's some of those for you.
Alright, let's do this.
There you go.
I'm more fine.
Oh, that's sensational. It's absolutely wonderful. I'm just popping in to suggest that maybe you head on over to twitch.tv/TackProductions and maybe give us a little follow just so you know when we go live in future and so you don't miss some of these huge projects being taken underway. We'll be playing a couple of other things as well, but I thought I'd just pop in and let you know about that. Anyway, I'll now return you to your regularly scheduled video where I believe Past Nick is now gonna begin demolishing the villager breeder. Alright, we are done. The villager breeder has been dismantled, which gives us plenty more space to work. Oh, my face. This is it's a difficult mode to walk in. But yeah, it is all gone. This gives us a whole heap of space to add a couple more houses just around here. I think actually what might be quite good is we can take these couple of houses here and kind of build a couple of extras just in this space, and then what we'll have is just like a sort of communal garden type thing in the middle here. I think that might be quite nice. In fact, we could even incorporate the slime farm right there, so we could have another relatively long house in this space possibly, and then maybe another jungle hut in the corner here, and then one more house just taking up this space where the breeder was, and then we'll just get this big old communal garden right here. And I think that would be a great place to get some of our villagers living in. We can then kind of wall off the section a little bit so that they can't jump out, and then we can focus on mob proofing this area so that then we can actually have a space where the villagers are living and they can be safe from attack. I think that's a really, really good plan. I can now also finish off the wall, and that actually completes the wall in its entirety for the sections that we have built at the moment. I even lit up all the way around the inside just to make sure that it stays nice and safe. And it looks like I'm going to be eating carrots for quite a while. All the stuff that that we took is now in here, so that when we do get around to rebuilding it, it's a nice and simple job. Alright, that actually is going to wrap up our episode for today. We've gotten quite a bit of stuff done. It's been a very time-lapse heavy episode. I hope that's okay. I know some people quite like time lapses, some people don't. They'd rather we just get down and have jump cuts and stuff, but I figured we've had quite a few reasonably large-ish kinds of projects going on. I think time lapses are probably the best way to do those. But yeah, anyway, that is this episode all taken care of. Once again, I will just quickly take this opportunity to remind you of the Twitch channel that I have. I've had it for ages, but it just kind of felt like the right time to get some streaming up and away. That is twitch.tv/TackProductions. Be sure to head on over there, give us a follow, and then you will be notified whenever we do live streaming in the future. Most of the stuff will probably be here on Netrock, but I would like to play a load of other games as well and bits and bobs, so it is definitely worth checking out. Please do so. And obviously here on YouTube itself, if you have enjoyed this video, then please do leave a thumbs up and a comment down below letting me know what you thought. Maybe even consider hitting the subscribe button as well if you would be so kind, and sharing everything with your friends. I will see you all next time. Take care, have a good day, bye.